Hello everybody, my name's Celia Bray, and in this video we're going to be looking at how do you trust your body and live more somatically. So it's really an important part of who we are to be able to be fully embodied. And in today's day and age, it's actually quite tricky because we all know what it's like. First of all, we're really busy. Secondly, there's technology everywhere that just sucks us into being on screen and in our heads and trying to work it all out. But the thing is, our mind is not designed to be the captain of our ship. And when our mind has that level of responsibility, it gets stressed. Our minds are problem-focused machines. So they're always looking for scanning for threats and looking for what can go wrong because that's a survival mechanism, and then figuring out how to try and fix that. That's how they're designed. And yet they seem to have taken over all the functions on our ship, if you like, when they're best placed as the servant of our somatic wisdom and helping us to work out how we can do the things in the real world that our hearts and our gut and our bodies are guiding us to do. So one of the first things to think of is, okay, let me drop into my body. Let me learn how to listen to my body so that my mind can start to shift focus. And the mind, once it's no longer in charge, actually can find peace. Not all the time because it loves some drama, but it knows how to find peace because it's not got that burden of responsibility that it shouldn't have. So how do we drop in? Well, one of the keys is you need to stop. So right now, take a breath, stop, close your eyes if you would like to, and feel your breath. Your body doesn't live in the future or the past. Your body lives in the present moment. So we have to stop running with our mind planning the very next thing or focusing on what we should have done better according to our minds in the past. It needs to stop and be in this moment for us to be able to listen. The breath is also a really key part of it because our breath is our access point. So I started a lot of exercises, somatic exercises. The starting place is the breath because that is the way to bring the focus in and the mind in. And then feeling your feet on the floor. Just feeling them there, noticing the sensations that are there. Just taking time to get to know the sensations in your body, throughout your whole body, noticing the sensations in your legs, just as they are. You're not trying to change them. The trick is our mind's going to want to change them. And that's where we run into problems because then we're trying to manipulate our somatic experience when actually our somatic experience needs to be listened to and accepted as it is, even the uncomfortable experiences. So notice the sensations in your torso, so your back. Sometimes there'll be aches, sometimes there'll be buzzing, sometimes there'll be no feelings that you can feel. All of that is fine. You're not looking for anything special. It's ordinary sensations. So the more we're aware of ordinary sensations and able to let them come and go, the more our somatic wisdom will speak to us and help us because we'll feel a sensation in our body about something. So you might be looking for a job and you don't know what area you would like to look for that work in. And so you're scanning for jobs and you feel this pit in your stomach about one area. And then you feel this little flicker of excitement in your body about another area, and your mind might not understand it. But that's the point where we need to take the mind out of those sorts of decisions. And once we have a flicker of excitement and we move towards that, then we bring our mind in to say, okay, well, how do I progress that? Maybe I need to put the job application in. What's the process? And that's where the mind is well placed. So the body is the one that you're using to gauge what you want and what you're drawn to. And the mind is helping you to say, okay, well, how do we make this happen? What forms do we need to fill out? Or who do I need to go and talk to? those sorts of things. So that's a little snapshot of how we live intuitively or how we live somatically. But one of the key elements is we cannot do it while we're on the run. You need to create time. And that feels like the hardest thing for us. But if we're really honest with ourselves, we can unplug from some of the things that we're doing and find the time. So that's what's the first step. Find the time, come into your body, breathe. It's not all about doing yoga classes and all that sort of thing, which I think are fantastic, by the way, but that's still doing something with a purpose. It's stopping and being present. I hope you found this helpful, and good luck on your path.